We discuss about this qualitative analysis of water. Myself, Professor Kamthani DC from the Department of Microbiology, Sri Guru Buddhi Swami College, Purna. This test includes three tests. First one, presumptive test, confirmed test, and completed test. First, we see the presumptive test. In this, the laboratory media used it is a lactose bile broth, that is LBB. Here, the medium contains lactose, bile salt, and neutral red as a pH indicator. Lactose acts as a carbon and energy source, while the bile salt, this is also called as the sodium taurocolate, it selects only the growth of these intestinal microorganisms and inhibit these non-intestinal microorganisms. The neutral red, it is firstly red in color. After this lactose fermentation, the acids are produced, and in presence of acids, the neutral red changes from red color to pink color. In this lactose bile broth tube, one Durham's tube, it is there in inverted position, and this tube, it is used for detection of the gas. In this test, 0.1 ml of this water sample must be inoculated in 10 ml of this lactose bile broth tube having 10 ml medium, and this tube it is incubated at 37 degrees Celsius for 24 hours. After incubation, production of acid and gas detected. Color change from red to pink of the medium and deposition of gas in the Durham's tube. This indicates the positive test. While this positive test, it shows that the presence of coliforms in the water sample. If no acid and gas formation after incubation detected, then the coliforms are absent in the water sample and this water may be considered as safe for drinking purpose. Sometimes the false presumptive tests are there due to these gram-positive spore formers, example Bacillus polymixa and Clostridium perfringens. Again, some false positive presumptive tests are also there due to the presence of certain bacteria as Clostridium, and these are showing the synergism type of the relation, that is the combined biochemical activity, and this shows the false positive presumptive test. Hence, it is necessary to confirm that gas production it is only by the coliforms. The second state, it is the confirmed test. In this, media are used as brilliant green lactose bile broth. It is also called as BGLBB. Number 2, eosin methylene blue agar, and number 3, endo agar. These are the three mediums used in this confirmed test. First, we have to see the brilliant green lactose bile broth. This is the selective medium for the coliform bacteria. This is medium having the bile salt or the sodium taurocolate inhibiting this non-intestinal bacteria, and the brilliant green which is present, this inhibits the growth of gram-positive bacteria. Therefore, there is no probability for lactose fermentation in the medium by other bacteria and the synergistic action. Next medium, this is the eosin methylene blue agar. It is the selective as well as the differential medium for the coliform bacteria. This lactose produces glucose and galactose, and again these are further metabolized by the EMP pathway to produce pyruvic acid. Pyruvic acid produced then undergoes mixed acid fermentation to produce different organic acids and gases like CO2 and H2. This contains the dye as eosin and methylene blue which supports the growth of various gram-positive bacteria. Colonies of E. coli producing on this medium are small, almost black-centered and characterized by metallic sheen. These are so-called fish eye colonies. On the other hand, Enterobacter erogens, these producing the colonies as large, dark center, pinkish mucoid and without metallic sheen. The third medium used in this confirmed test, it is the endoagar. This is the selective for enteric bacteria and differential for coliforms and non-coliforms. This medium having this basic fuchsin which inhibits the growth of gram-positive bacteria. The coliforms produce red colonies with metallic sheen, whereas non-coliforms appear as colorless and translucent. A loopful culture from presumptive positive tube is inoculated in this brilliant green lactose bile broth tube and incubated at 37 degrees Celsius for 24 hours. A positive test is indicated by the presence of gas in the ram's tube. Then, a loopful culture from presumptive positive tube is also sticked on EMB or endoagar plates and incubated at 37 degrees Celsius for 24 hours. Presence of typical colonies of coliforms confirms the water pollution with fecal matter and indicates high probability for the presence of intestinal pathogens in it. If no typical colonies develop within 24 hours, the confirmed test is considered as negative. The next completed test. This test having two medium. First medium, it is the lactose broth and second it is the nutrient agar. These typical and isolated colonies from EMB or endoagar are selected for this test. If BGL-BB is used in confirmed test, a loopful of positive culture is sticked on EMB or endoagar plates and then the colonies on it were used for further test. A part of typical colony from EMB or endoagar plate is sticked on nutrient agar slant and also inoculated into lactose broth tubes. The tubes are incubated at 37 degrees Celsius for 24 hours and the ability of coliform bacteria to ferment lactose is confirmed in lactose broth tube. The growth from the slant is used for the study of Gram's nature, motility and biochemical characters. Coliforms are gram-negative, non-sporulating bacilli. Thus, formation of gas in lactose broth tube and demonstration of gram-negative motile rods indicates the positive completed test. The presence of coliform bacteria in water sample confirms fecal pollution and indicates probability of presence of enteric pathogens. The water sample is harmful for health, that is non-potable. Then we see the utility and drawbacks of qualitative analysis of water. This complete qualitative analysis, this gives perfect analysis of the water. However, the procedure is very lengthy and time consuming. Most members of the community may get infected by the consumption of the polluted water sample till the test completes. Exact number of coliforms cannot be counted in this method. Quick methods based on genetic analysis are recently used to detect the coliforms as well as the pathogens in water samples. Thank you for your listening.